Patricia, congratulations are in order to you and the MSC Group for crafting a truly spectacular product. Explora Journeys and Explora One, I have to tell everyone who's listening to me, I haven't been paid to say this because even the fellow behind the camera, Tristan, our videographer, was texting me yesterday saying, Nina, as I'm filming the ship, I really can have just my eyes closed, point the camera anywhere, and just let it do its job. Everybody says the same thing.
Agreed.
You must be feeling amazing.
Absolutely. It's been so exciting and it's so wonderful. You know, I spoke with you almost just after I began when I was really selling a dream.
Right.
And I was selling a PowerPoint. But I really did believe in it because it was research, right? It's not like we just created something to create something. There was research backing it, which gave me the conviction needed to really present this brand. But then once I stepped on board, it was just absolutely incredible. Right?
That's what surprises me the most is usually you hear, you listen, yes, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. You experience the product and you're sort of like, oh, lunch bag like that. No, like I'm shocked at every moment, whether it's the food, the service, the decor, the ambience, and everyone I ask, because I've been quite annoying to your guests, saying, what do you think? Wow, is what I hear.
Which is great. And I actually heard probably one of my favorite lines that I will use moving forward, and I'm copying this with pride. One lady said to me, this is nothing you would expect and absolutely everything you would want. And I was like,
holy cow.
Right? Isn't that powerful? And now that you've lived through it, I have as well, it absolutely speaks to it because we've continuously said we are different. We look at it differently. We're a luxury land resort on the water. And people are like, yeah, but how different could you really be? And then you step on board and hopefully you agree. It's different.
It's different.
It's aesthetically different. The personality of the ship, the host that we have, the suites you walk into, the food that you eat, and so much good food. It really just has something special about it that it's almost palpable, right?
Yes.
You can just,
yes, indeed.
Right.
And speaking of which, let's give the advisors a little bit of a rundown on the ship and the hardware itself and all the features and amenities because I think they need to know that in order to sell it.
Agreed. So beginning with the suites,
Shall
we start there?
Yes.
So our lead-in suite, and again, we've heard that, like I said this, if you've listened to me talk, 377 square is our lead-in. So the worst you're gonna get is quite large. And you walk into this beautiful, spacious suite. You have that proper king-size bed, the frette linens, a cashmere blanket. I'm literally living in heaven. A couch that you can sit on that's comfortable and cozy. And it sounds so silly to even bring that up, but until I lived in the suite and actually got to sit there while I worked away or watch something on my iPad, just absolutely beautiful. Floor to ceiling windows, so much natural light coming into the suite, and I'm sure you've experienced that too. However, fantastic blackout curtains, so you can get a good rest. Outside on the terrace, you have that beautiful dining table as well as the day bed. So the day bed is such a good, serene place, you know, just to kind of unwind, collect your thoughts, read that book, or perhaps take a nap. You know, if you kind of back up through the suite, you have a beautiful walk-in closet, you have that beautiful vanity station, the Dyson dryer that I've been talking about forever. Game changing when you don't want to waste time getting ready. It's just a quick blow dry away.
I am getting one. I tell you, soon as we disembark,
it's so great.
Dyson dryer.
And then when you step into that beautifully designed bathroom with the heated marble flooring, again, something you didn't think you wanted but absolutely need now. It's just such a beautiful comfort. The walk-in shower, beautiful bathroom amenities as well. You're greeted with that bottle of French champagne as you arrive in all of our categories, and it's just absolutely stunning. And then continuing on through our penthouses and our residences, and it just continues to increase from there.
Yeah. Spectacular, really, really beautiful suite. So comfortable, warm, cozy, and truly what you had said earlier to me was that you'll experience what feels more like a hotel than a cruise ship. And I'm keep asking myself, what is that? Because it's very difficult to put your finger on what makes that difference. But the dining, and that I think is a big part of it as well. The fact that the food, no matter which restaurant you go to, is exquisite. So let's tell the advisors about the choices.
Oh, absolutely. So we have 6 restaurants to choose from. So we have no main dining and no buffet, which is what I think we're all accustomed to. So within our restaurants, we have a Pan-Asian, Thai, Vietnamese, as well as Japanese, an open sushi bar, my favorite. That's why I always start there. as well as Marble & Co., which is our steakhouse, so offering some wonderful cuts of beef. Those are the two restaurants that we have that you have to make, or you can make reservations for. And the reason I say those two first is because I think there's this misconception that if you make a reservation, it must be better. And I think now that you've sampled a few restaurants, it doesn't make it better. They're just smaller venues.
That's right.
Every single restaurant on board has fabulous food. We continue on with Fil Rouge, which is French inspired. So if you've had the souffle, I mean, I never thought I'd enjoy souffle. I think I've had every flavor. They change every night. Med Yacht, where you get that wonderful Mediterranean flavor. So Spanish, Italian, as well as Greek food, great tapas to share to begin with before hitting your main. So just absolutely wonderful. And then our Emporium Marketplace, which I don't want to say it's a replacement of the buffet because it's not, but that is your quicker option where there's 18 live cooking stations and you select your meal.
I need to insert myself here because yesterday, guess what I had for lunch? Oysters and champagne. I mean, fresh shucked oysters. Hello, that's not exactly a replacement for a buffet. That's a whole other level.
And this is it. So I think it's a quicker option rather than sitting in a restaurant and being served multiple meals. However, the quality is absolutely outstanding. To your point, when have you ever had oysters? And in the evening, it's crab legs, and you could be having different types of noodles. You could have sandwiches, like freshly baked pizzas. Another thing about our bread, if you've had the opportunity to enjoy some bread on board, which I never thought I would eat as much bread as I have now, it's freshly baked every single morning. So you see that beautiful display in Emporium.
That's why you see the crusted, beautiful looking,
right?
Yeah,
so
amazing.
It's just the quality of food, regardless of where you are, is just incredible. And then the last option is Anthology. So Anthology is our unique concept restaurant. So it's where we have those Michelin star chefs come on board and curate that 6 to 8 course menu for us. And currently we have the chef from Aquavit in New York, so Emma Bunkston, who I have heard has created a fabulous menu. So for those foodies out there, definitely a great option.
Tasting menu. I'm going to do that tonight.
Yeah. Oh, fabulous.
I know.
So that is that is the one restaurant that has an additional fee. So just keeping that in mind, but well worth it.
And here we're in what's called the conservatory, and the sun came out for a moment, which was just spectacular. There's a pool, and the roof retracts on beautiful days. And now when you're in the North Atlantic, we're on our way to Quebec City. Of course, it's a bit cooler, so it's closed, but you feel like you're outside. So you do get that ocean state of mind.
You sure do.
Now, I want to ask you about the advisors. I will be speaking to them, but I need to know from you what the response has been in terms of sales.
Good point. Good question. So I think everyone will agree as they're watching this, you need to sail it to sell it, which is true and not true. So if we relied on that, we would have no sales, right? So you can sell the dream if you believe in it, absolutely. But now that we've had some advisors sail with us, it makes a big difference in their feedback, and they're able to explain what I'm so passionate about because now they've experienced it. So even the little tidbits you've shared, you can't get that from a presentation. So our advisors, the nice thing is so many of them are so wonderfully spreading the word through their own Facebook pages or their own account, little closed groups, and I think that's really important because it's definitely going to get the word out in a different way and the confirmation that, oh, this is different and this is special.
This is different, honestly. This is special, and I have been on a lot of ships, and I've really never experienced anything quite like this. And it's not just me, it's the other people that I'm traveling with, including my spouse, who has been spoiled many times as I work on the ship, and he just gets to enjoy it. He keeps saying, this is just incredible, this is amazing, I love it. He called it a sexy ship.
I've heard a sexy ship a few times. A few people have said that.
Sexy ship.
The aesthetics of the ship are like understated elegance.
Yes.
The color scheme, you feel good being on here.
You do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Patricia, for having us on board. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.